Football Hotbed Media Day. My name is Brandon O'Doy. Thank you so much for being here at the Hope Church of Christ, where I am also the assistant pastor. Coach Yergin, it's a wonderful blessing to have you. Grab a microphone, please. Everything we're doing today, gentlemen, is recorded. And, of course, with Coconut Creek Football, this is an exciting program. You've had an amazing offseason, Coach. Make sure your mic is turned on, but tell us how this offseason is propelling you into this fall.
Expectation for Coconut Creek football is very, very high.
You talk about high expectations, Coach. Head coach Johnny Sloan, you being an offense coordinator, you have, so many dynamic coaches. One of the things I've learned and known about your program is cohesiveness. You guys stick together. You pretty much have the same staff as, you've had for the past several years. Can you speak on the longevity, the cohesiveness with the staff, how everybody sort of gets together, the family nature of that, and how has that impacted you all as a football program?
Funny you asked that. Before our Coach Cox left, we thought the transition was going to change. But by Coach Cox leaving this program in a good direction, bringing that Miami fever down here to Broward, what it did was it showed us that if he gave us the recipe. And so what me and Coach Sloan did was we said, we won't go anywhere else in coach. We will stick together. And by doing that, all our coaches stuck together. Coach Coop, he's been with us about 4 years now. He's our defensive coordinator. And what that's done is that has built this program to where it should be, and the athlete sees it as well. So if we all as the coaching staff is all in one unit, it makes it easier for us and with the young men to stick together as one unit.
Talk about one unit, one band, one sound. Coach Coop, yourself, Coach Sloan, Coach Papa, so many, familiar faces with the All-Americans that you guys have produced. And, Creek is a prestigious program. I think you've had, if I'm not mistaken, 3 or 4 All-Americans. I'm not sure. 5. 5 All-Americans. I knew you would correct me if I was wrong. And that's in a short period of time, Coach. 5 All-Americans, but no real deep playoff runs, no necessarily, you know what I mean? But kids want to play and they want to be Cougars. Like, it's a situation where that stands out to me.
Right. So it is all about family for us. When a kid comes into our program, they feel yes, we hear about winning, but also too we're about changing their lives. It's bigger than football for us. We always tell them, if you go to school and get a degree, you're successful. Some programs push about winning, and don't talk about the educational piece. And don't talk about the social piece. What makes us special is that we do that. We spend time with our boys on and off the field, so it's bigger than football for us. And we have a few more Power 5 kids and All-Americans that we're going to have in the future. And that deep playoff run that you asked, it just comes with experience. Last year with the second round loss to Plantation, I think that not only us as a coaching staff, but the kids actually seen that, hey, we got to do a little bit more to go a little bit further.
Because that was the team you beat during the regular season.
Exactly. And it was very disappointing. But, I think that we learned from that as a coaching staff. I think our group of guys learned from that. 90% of our team came back. That's returning, and we're still young.
Well, let's meet the team. Gentlemen, if you'll grab the mics, introduce yourself, give us the first and last name, and let us know what position and what class you're a part of.
My name is Elijah Cannon, class 2024 DB.
Namar Brentley, class 2025, linebacker.
Gerald Madness, class 2024, D tackle.
Jamari Hoskall, class 2024, running back.
Deshaun McCurchin, class 2023, QB.
Juan Carlos Arocho, class of 2023.
So, Coach, you got a lot of experience, a lot of 23s, a lot of 24s. Grab the mic back, and just to finish up, what should we expect this season? And just let us know, Coach Coop, what are you in as far as your this 2A Metro 3A? Where are you at, and then who's in your district, and what we should expect this year?
Yeah, I mean, what we always expect is to play up to our standard. I mean, we kind of preach that every day with offense, defense, playing up to our standard. So no matter if we're in 2A, 3A, 4A, 6A, 8A, I mean, we don't even look at the districts. It's kind of change every single year. So we kind of see that as that dynamic.
But what are you in? I want to make sure on the record we get.
Yeah, we're in 3M.
You're in 3M, okay.
They know better than
So you with St. Thomas Aquinas and Dillard and that
Yeah,
group.
so we'll kind of meet them. I mean, when that day comes, we kind of take it day by day, week by week, month by month. And when those times comes to play the Dillards, to play the St. Thomas Aquinas, we're going to be ready for it. Because, I mean, we have that type of, I mean, as you see, 2023, 2024, so you have that type of experience, and guys that saw a second round last year now is gunning for that state championship. So they kind of seeing, all right, if we got to get past these type of schools, the type of work that we got to put in, that goes back to what Coach Jurgen, what Coach Sloan preached, and what we did over this past offseason to take guys here to the next level with 707s, the workouts, the college tour, all of those things kind of help being prepared to play the top competition out there. So we expect them to rise to the occasion and do what we do and play the outstanding and get a W.
Let's hear from the quarterback. I think you had a pretty good off season as far as everything is concerned with 7-0, represented football hotbed. Appreciate that. What did you learn in the off season about yourself and your team?
One thing I learned about my team is that no matter who we play against, we always going to step up to the plate and play our hardest no matter what. And we going to compete regardless who the opponent is. And I like my team over any other team, so that's what I learned in offseason.
Let's talk to the lineman right to your right. You got to protect this young man. What's your focus been all offseason? What you looking forward to the season?
Well, we've been trying to focus more on being able to protect not only Show, but all of our quarterbacks. We've been O-line as a team. We've been coming together, practicing as a unit, even going on side practices. And I feel like we're going to have a good season this year, not for just the O-line, but both offensive side and defensive side.
32, let's hear from you. As far as this program is concerned, what's been the most thing that stood out to you about being a part of the Creek Cougars?
What stood out to me was our work ethic. We like to work anytime, any place. We do anything as a unit. We go out to eat, wings and things, love that. Yeah, we just complete as a team. We think together, eat together, play together.
And finishing up with 18-51, it's a family atmosphere. What fosters that? The coaches talked about it. From the players' perspective, is it just the eating, or what makes it special?
One thing about us, we all connected. We all is one. So if we do something, like if one of us do something, everybody doing it. Like that's just like if I'm on this tackle, the whole defense on this tackle. So if we go somewhere, everybody else going. It's just a chain. We ain't breaking.
You talk about an unbreakable chain. What are you guys gonna do to keep that chain from breaking 51, especially as you play these tough, talented teams that you got coming up this year?
One thing we're gonna do to keep the chain unbreakable, all we can do is bond together, stick together, do thick and thin.
Excellent. It's a hotbed world. Want to thank Coach Coop. Want to thank Coach Yerg. Want to thank all you players and the whole Creek community. We appreciate you for being here for Media Day. We're signing off.